We are on Deuteronomy 19. When the Lord thy God had cut off the nation whose land the Lord thy God giveth thee, and thou succeedest them, and dwelleth in their cities and in their houses, thou shalt separate 3 cities for thee in the midst of thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess it. And thou shalt prepare thee a way, and divide the coast of thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee to inherit unto thee parties or parts, that every slayer may flee thither. And this is the case of the slayer, which shall flee thither, that he may live. Whoso killeth his neighbor ignorantly, whom he hateth not in time past, as when a man goeth into the woods with his neighbor to hew woods, and his hand fetcheth a stroke with an axe to cut down the tree, and the head slippeth from the heaves, and lighteth upon his neighbor, that he die. He shall flee into one of those cities and live, lest the avenger of the blood pursue the slayer while his heart is hot, and overtake him, because the way is long, and they slay him. Whereas he was not worthy of death, insomuch as he hateth him not in time past. Well, so there's 3 cities that they have to go to if something happens that was by accident and somebody dies. It's like, you'd think you would be able to go to court on something like that and they go free, but they don't investigate it. Oh, you killed him, that's it. Wherefore, I command thee, saying, thou shalt separate 3 cities for thee. And if the Lord thy God enlarge thy coast, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, and give thee all the land which he promised to give unto thy brothers, if thou shalt keep all those commandments and do to them, which I command thee this day, to love the Lord thy God, and to walk ever in his way, then thou shalt add 3 cities more for thee besides these, that innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance, and so blood be upon thee. But if any man hate his neighbor, and lies in wait for him, and rises up against him, and smite him mortally, that he die, and fleeth into one of these cities, then the elders of this city shall send and fetch him thence, and deliver him into the hands of the avengers of blood, that he may die. Now, I'm going to tell you, the avengers of blood is the relatives. See, if you kill a person out of anger, then the relatives have a right to come and look at you. Okay? 13. Thine eye shall not pity him, but thou shalt put away the guilty of the innocent blood from Israel, that it may go well with thee. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thy inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess it. One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity, or for any sin, in any sin that he sinneth. Now, I want you to look at courts today, and you tell me if there ain't one man rising up against you when you walk in that courtroom, and you are guilty no matter what. At the mouth of 2 witnesses, or at the mouth of 3 witnesses, shall the matter be established. All right, so you have to have 2 or 3 witnesses saying, yes, I saw that person do such and such. All right, 16. If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, them both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before the Lord, before the priest and the judges which shall be in those days. And the judge shall make diligent in questions, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and has testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. And these which remain shall hear and fear, and shall henceforth commit no more any such evil among you. And thine eye shall not pity, but life shall go for life, eye for eye, and tooth for tooth, and hand for hand, and foot for foot. We are on chapter 20. When you goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots, and a people more thou, be not afraid of them, for the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your heart faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. The officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house, and had not detected it? Let him, credit. All right, weigh out the cost of it. Let him go and turn to his house, lest he die in the battle. And another man dedicated. Okay, I was wrong. It's dedicated. All right. 6. And what man is he that has planted a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that has a betrothed wife, and has not taken her? Let him return unto his house, lest he die in battle, and another man taketh her. And the officer shall speak further unto the people, and they say, What man is there that feareth and faint-hearted? Let him go and turn to his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. So in other words, if you're scared, you may make somebody else scared to go into battle. But this is, I don't know. If you haven't dedicated your house, you don't have to go. If you planted a vineyard and you don't have to go, they wouldn't do that now. I mean, it don't matter. If the draft was in, which we know the draft is not in, but the draft will come back, and it doesn't matter. You have to go in. They're not going to care about all this. Number 9. And it shall be when the officers have taken it in of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When thou comest nigh unto the city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace, and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. And also you make slaves out of them. And if it will make no place for thee, but will make war against thee, and thou shalt besiege it. And when the Lord thy God hath delivered it into thine hand, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. But the women and the little ones, and the cattle, and all that is in the city, even all the spoils there, thou shalt take unto thyself. Like now things has changed, and he's saying that you can have the women and the children and the cattle. But before, he says you don't take nothing. Alright, thou shalt eat the spoils of thy enemies, which the Lord thy God hath given thee. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of thy nations, but of the cities of those people which the Lord thy God doeth give for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. Wait a minute. But the city of the people which the Lord thy God doeth give thee. All right, now, if you're taking the land because God said you can have it, don't save nothing. In other words, there's two different kinds of people here that he's talking about. Ones that are okay, and they serve God, but they don't serve the Satan or any of his minions. And then there's the type that do. And the type that do, God says, kill them out. Kill everything. The cattle, everything. All of it is cursed. Not a curse word, but it is cursed. Alright. But 17, but thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hittites and the Jebusites, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. Now, believe it or not, there's some of these people still alive. That they teach you not to do after all their abominations which they have done unto their gods. So should ye sin against the Lord your God. When thou shalt besiege a city in a long time, in making war against it to take it, thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof by the piercing an axe against them, for thou mayest eat of them, and then thou shalt not cut them down, for the tree of the field is man's life, to employ them in siege. So you're not supposed to cut the fruit trees down. Only the trees which thou knowest that they be not trees for meat, thou shalt destroy and cut them down, and thou shalt build bulwarks against the city, the city that maketh war with thee, until it be subdued. All right, I'm on 21, and I'm going to go ahead and quit tonight. As you tell, I need to. This is short and sweet. I love you. Good night.